like and subscribe to the channel. This motivates me to make the video better. What do you silently tolerate from a friend, family member, or so because you love them, and because they put up with your shit too? My husband's dirty clothes every damn where. He just drops them wherever and almost never makes an effort to put them into any laundry basket. We have 4 plus my son's 1. And if it was up to him, they'd lay where they fell until he needed to wear them again. His socks would become so gross they'd be able to stand up and walk alone, like strange zombie socks from hell. Interrupting. My eldest sister is my best friend and I love her so much it's ridiculous, but she's a loud person who likes to hold court and always has to host, even if it's not her event. Every time we have a conversation she keeps interrupting me, and it enrages me. I brought it up to her a while ago, and we had a laugh about it, and I now call her out when she does it, but man is that shit annoying. Just let me speak. Listening literally every day to every little thing that went wrong during her job. I love the girl, but damn I don't go on an hour tirade about my work problems. I get venting, and I do tell her about my day if something crazy or bad happens, but not all the time. Her work stress is beginning to stress me out. Edit. Thank you for all the replies and advice on this. Gonna sit down with her and try to figure out a compromise. I don't mind listening, but we need to limit it so it doesn't cause other problems. My dad needing to impart advice for every situation used to really get to me. But now he has cancer. Even if I already know what he's going to say, I try to make him feel like he's left another little kernel of knowledge that'll last after he's gone. My dad always does this. It's probably been one of the most significant strains on our relationship. He's 68 this year. Yav just reminded me that he deserves to feel like his wisdom is being absorbed. Thanks. Random questions in movies. Like for real, we are both watching it. Don't ask me why the protagonist did that. My wife and both daughters do this. I've started telling them the plot to Top Gun instead of what's going on in the movie we are watching. It seems to be working. I'll only get as far as C. That guy is a spunky fighter pilot that never knew his father when they get fed up. Over explaining of stuff. If I ask my mom a question about anything, I get a full story starting weeks before the event happened and ending with possible outcomes of the event. If I ask about an article she's reading, instead of answering my question she just starts reading the whole article out loud. Edit. Damn, never expected my highest comment to be complaining about my mom. My mother always chews with her mouth open and clicks her tongue and licks her lips loudly when she's done. Oh god, so does my mom. She talks with her mouth full and chews gum at full volume too. It makes my skin crawl. My best friend's chronic lateness and general disorganization. Bitch can't make a plan and stick to it for her life. But I love that little scatterbrain. She likes to come over and cook me dinner. Do you ask her to arrive to things an hour earlier? That's a dangerous strategy because if they find out I do and she knows I do it, it's just like communicating with someone in another time zone. My so stress cleans. He'll get very angry at seemingly nothing and slam around the house while he cleans it thoroughly. I find it kind of scary and very stressful. But once he gets through it, he's better and super happy. I put up with it because yes, I love him, and yes, he puts up with my stuff, and because it helps him cope with whatever is going on in his head. The only thing I bring up sometimes is that I would like him to see a therapist about it. My 11-year-old boy's constant hamming and jabbering and poop/fart/butt jokes. I'll listen and make oh, I see noises. He's a cleverer comedian than this. Expect he'll get back to more complex material around 13. In the meantime, I'm happy he wants to talk to me and occasionally lets something important slip out between the endless prattle about YouTube gaming celebrities. So I've got another 5 years at least. My 6 years old is just like this. There are nuggets of hilarity and intelligence, but OMG, I do not want you to rub your butt on me. Or hear you fart. Or hear about Dennis on YouTube. But I still get tons of hugs, so I guess it all works out. My best friend is super flaky. And I normally really hate flaky people. I remember the first time she flaked out on me. Me and another friend made plans with her days ahead of time for her birthday lunch. When the day came, she didn't reply back for hours, and when she did she said, "Oh, I'm not really hungry, but I can go, and you guys can eat." WTF. So we went without her and ate. I think we even had cake without her. We later found out through a Facebook tag that her cousin had already taken her out to lunch. Eventually I got used to it, and I know when she's going to flake before it even happens, so I don't get my hopes up. But she's also the kind of friend that buys you Beyonce tickets when you can't afford it. My so frequently misplacing things and then asking me where he put them. At first it was cute, now it's annoying as hell in the places he puts them. Who puts their phone in the freaking pantry and forgets about it? Hap me. I'm this to my boyfriend. I like to think he doesn't mind it as much as you do. It stressed him out at first, me always losing shit, but I think over the years he's come to see that it's just status quo for my life. When I lose things I don't freak out, I don't even always look for them. They turn up. For my wallet, keys, phone, and purse I have tiles. I guess on the other hand I learned quickly how it stressed him out and stopped asking/telling him about everything I lost. The rambling conversations on the phone with my mom, when I call her telling her Waz says I'll be there in about 45 minutes, see you soon. I listen and talk, thanks to modern technology allowing me to do so, because I know that she'll be gone in years to come. My dad's impatient nature. I tell my mom that Waz said 45 minutes, because I know he'll be pissed if it's a minute less than that. He's not an asshole by any means, except when it comes to punctuality. Neither of them know that I called after driving for 10 minutes, and the 45 minutes estimate was from the second I started driving. So, I've adapted to their weirdnesses, because they put up with me, from baby to adult, and everything in between, and they both have less theoretical time than I do on this planet. My dad never became the teacher he was probably meant to be, and so his inner teacher comes out every time no one asked a question. Every explanation is like a fully planned lecture. He starts with an anecdote or a joke, then gives an example, then makes a long list of other examples to add further explanation, and then a conclusion, all while pacing and making hand gestures. But usually what he is explaining is very obvious already, like how a buffet works, or how to go grocery shopping, or how to go to the movies, or how personalize a casserole, or how to eat. Leaves. We have an oak tree over our house and my brother will not stop wearing his shoes in and dragging in oak leaves. I blow them off. I sweep or vacuum them up. The next morning there they are again. He's 6'5" and he doesn't see anything below eye level. Lol, it's whatever. I choose to be here. But the fucking leaves. Also he's incapable of washing the lid to anything he uses. I happen to know I'm a pain in the ass though, so it's all good. Listening literally every day to every little thing that went wrong during her job. I love the girl, but damn I don't go on an hour tirade about my work problems. I get venting. And I do tell her about my day if something crazy or bad happens, but not all the time. Her work stress is beginning to stress me out. Edit. Thank you for all the replies and advice on this. Gonna sit down with her and try to figure out a compromise. I don't mind listening, but we need to limit it so it doesn't cause other problems. I have a friend who touches me a lot, not inappropriately at all, just on the arms, back, shoulder, etc. He hugs me, and I think it's because no one really cares for him or gives him that physical affection. But if I make him feel better that's great, because he's a sweet guy. I'd spoon with him if he asked, as long as he kept his hands to himself. Lol. My father is always leaving his phone lying around somewhere, and guess who has to help him find it every time he loses it? Frankly, I put up with it because I was an Asperger child and he's been dealing with my shit my whole life. My boyfriend yawns, sneezes, and burps very loudly. It's ridiculous, and at first I thought he did it on purpose and as a joke. But when I giggled, he got so self-conscious about it, I decided to just ignore it. Like and subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I will hide the anaconda in the house of your annoying neighbors.